Welcome back to the Uncensored Voice. This is Randolph Macias, your host. I just want to make sure you all were aware why I am so vehemently opposed to casino gaming in Texas. It's my understanding that the SREC body of the Republican Party of Texas had passed a resolution against predatory gaming. Now, why would we want to promote gaming through a lobbyist using, I guess, any means possible? In this case, our CEC meetings, mentioning the promotion of gaming, which is euphemistically known as family entertainment, I guess, which will cultivate nothing but human and drug trafficking, sexual exploitation of children. If we know on the state level that we don't want it, and we have resolved that with the SREC body who represent us in our senatorial districts, it's my hope that a resolution is passed or will be presented and passed, obviously. It's my hope that we can resolve against predatory gambling in Texas in line with the Republican Party of Texas. I don't think it's a good idea for my state. Sure as hell ain't a good idea for my city. And I don't take too kindly to people who are talking and networking and making other people do the work of their lobbying efforts. And then the person who is doing the lobbying has nothing to gain but monetary kickback. That's unfair, it's unethical. And if you were a precinct chairman, it would be not in line with the party platform, not in line with the resolution that was passed by the RPT. We take an oath as precinct chairman to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, and also that of the great state of Texas, and of course to defend the Republican Party platform. Anybody who is not fulfilling their oath should resign as precinct chairman. If their only reason to become a precinct chairman is to get involved in the process, trash the Republican Party, then being a precinct chairman ain't for you, isn't for you. Okay, and those who are not precinct chairmen, who are sitting as vice chairs on our committees, is also flawed in the bylaws. And I would hope that we can change those bylaws to only allow precinct chairmen who take that oath and take it seriously and fulfill what they have sworn to do. This is a very serious issue. Those who are absolved from that oath by someone's name that I mentioned in my previous video as a lobbyist of this so-called family entertainment lobbying effort going on in my city and in my state, which I don't take too kindly to, needs to go. We don't have any room for those who want to seek to dismantle the conservative principles that we as Republicans want to preserve. It's all in the key word, conserve. Conservative wants to preserve. Being a precinct chairman means a lot to me. When I take that oath, I take it pretty damn serious. And so that's why I am so vehemently opposed to this casino lobby effort. It's ridiculous. It has to go. We have to resolve against it. We have to resolve against it. And it's my hope that we have a resolution to change the bylaws to keep non-precinct chairs off our committees because they are absolved from protecting and preserving our Republican platform. For those who are precinct chairs who take the oath also to uphold the platform of the Republican Party and are bad actors should resign. That's why we keep on losing these elections. There's nothing wrong with Democrats coming into the Republican Party as long as they voted in at least 2 Republican primaries. In this case, also the Republican Party and the great state of Texas. So we need to reflect on what that oath really means. It does mean something. If you want to use it as a platform to, for prestige, and it's not for you. You got to walk your doors. You got to do the research. You got to gather data. You got to learn the process. But I'm learning, and I'm learning from a great teacher. I have people in San Antonio that are helping me, and on this campaign here in Kentucky, I'm associated with somebody who has been in the RNC, so she's been helping me learn how to cultivate data in the GOP data center and be able to create walkbooks for myself, help other precinct chairmen, do everything we need to do to make sure our data is correct and make sure that we go out in the field and actually do things to increase our numbers, because frankly they're not increasing. I hope that this administration under BCRP is not going to be one that is going to be spinning its wheels for the remainder of the term. If everybody has their cog in the machine, to everybody in senior leadership, block walk everywhere in San Antonio, you need to get a perspective of what goes on in this county. San Antonio is the biggest city in this county, and we need to find out how all parts of San Antonio work, all districts. Republicans are known for being very analytical. Well, let's put that analytical way of thinking into what we do to increase Republican voters. I promise you, there are Republican voters out there in districts 3, 4, and 5. I promise you there is. We just got to go out there and get them. And once I return to San Antonio, obviously I would be very happy to assist any precinct chair who wants me to walk doors in their district. I've been learning a lot of things on the multiple campaigns that I've been in. I know how to create books. I've worked with multiple platforms, and I've done I've done much canvassing around the entire nation. If any precinct chair would like my assistance, call me, text me, email me. I'm always available once I'm at home. But obviously I want to win this election where I'm at here in Kentucky, obviously. I stand ready to step up to the plate, go out and meet our friends and our neighbors. I've been in San Antonio for 32 years. San Antonio is everything to me. And if we are to build a Republican base in San Antonio, we need to stay true to our precinct chair oath. We need to make sure that those who are not precinct chairs have no leadership positions in our committees. The bylaws must be changed. I dare say they are flawed, and it cultivates corruption, and that's not what we need. We need votes. We need to turn the tide. Texas is barely above 50% majority in Republican voters. So yes, we have to do something. The trend is not looking good for San Antonio. We need to block walk against Proposition A, block walk against the casino lobby, and precinct chairs, we can put something together to what we recommend and what the issues are that concern us. So I would urge all those who are opposed to gaming in Texas or San Antonio, put the information sheet out to your constituents and let them know your views on it, and let them know, state your case in point. Walk your doors, distribute the literature, get to know your neighbors. I have, for my own and other precinct chairs areas. We can't ignore this. It's not going to go away. If we don't fight for our community, who will? We precinct chairs represent our constituents. Walk those doors or find a way to network with your neighbors, whether it be through Campaign Sidekick, Advantage, I-360, phone banking, whatever you can do. If you can't go out and walk the doors, use a phone. So this is Randall, CS of the Uncensored Voice. I never apologize for being right. So may God bless the great state of Texas. May God bless you and our beautiful country, this great United States of America. Thanks for watching.